Shireson for helping out. Boy, there's a lot of capital letters in there.
Yeah,
helping
that
out.
We got a recommendation from a customer.
Oh, yeah?
And so I vetted this person, and they seemed qualified for the job, so they got the job.
So a family friend of this customer, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chesley Worthington Shireson.
I like Chesley.
Huh?
Chesley.
Chesley knows best.
It's a good
Was that
name.
that show? Who's the guy?
Chrisley.
Chrisley, right. The fake Jesus guy who got thrown in for tax evasion or whatever.
I don't know if they've been sentenced yet, but yes.
Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah. Somebody texted me in the break, Alan, I think there was a rumor that Mustard was at the January 6th riots, and that's what happened. Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Was he the shaman?
Noticed that
Him
by-
and Jimmy Pesto. Yeah, he was the shaman.
Yeah, Jimmy Pesto.
On the vegan diet.
Somebody sent me a link to an article on Alex Jones, and they just said, read the first sentence in the article. It's on Yahoo News. And the article starts with, bipedal slab of sunburned beef, Alex Jones. Roger Stone, of course, is asking for donations for Alex Jones because he said, it's kind of tough to brag about how much money your company makes and then file for bankruptcy and then get a huge judgment against you and then go, hey, listen, this guy needs money. There's only so many boner pills this dude can sell.
Now that's my question. He was like a millionaire at one point, right? Or has he always just been a kook trying to scrape by?
Well, he makes money.
That's what I thought.
The quote going around is that they were making $800,000 a day. And people go, oh, my God. There were probably a couple days where they were making that kind of money, but he makes his money selling those supplements.
Yeah.
Which is probably just sawdust and bug parts, But Roger Stone, of course, with friends like these who need enemies. Yeah, he's saying that Alex Jones needs your support.
Oh, boy.
And donating money.
Alex Jones is a good and decent man. He's a God-fearing Christian. He's done more for this movement than perhaps anyone you can name. And
Roger Stone always looks like he's on cocaine. He's always grinding his teeth. He's always got this weird look. I don't know if anyone's ever described Alex Jones as a good and decent man, a God-fearing Christian, as though those people care about that, by the way. People who worked for Alex Jones for many, many years have come out since and said, this guy does not care what the truth is about anything, because they're like, well, is this going to change the vibe of what's going to happen? Because, boy, this is a big job. They're like, he does not care what the truth is. He can look those families in the eye and tell them that he thought he was getting information that they were truly dead and what? What, Poundcake?
I'm more concerned that what if he was right about one thing and wrong about a lot of other things? Like,
Go ahead.
I'm more concerned, like not necessarily about the Sandy Hook thing. I think that's crazy. But what is he right about that people are so angry versus, like, because if he was just completely uttering BS all the time, no one would really care. There's plenty of people online that say a lot of things that aren't true just for shock value. And
Well, they're not looking for facts, though.
but
They're
They just
looking-
want to be mad about something.
But
Well,
he had to be
they're
right
looking-
about something for people to pay attention.
No, they're looking for things that they already think. And here's a guy that goes, everybody says you're stupid, you're not.
Okay.
I
I just don't know why Alex Jones is that guy.
Because he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
He did it
He
on
got the ball
terrestrial radio
rolling.
before the internet.
He was the guy before
Yeah.
the guy. Yeah, okay.
I mean, there used to be people screaming on street corners. I mean, this guy, started in Austin or Texas radio or whatever and got weirder and weirder. And then the internet came along and he got in there. And yeah, he's been doing it for a long, long time.
Yeah, I was just curious because I'm like, does he have information that we're not privy to? And
He says he does, but listen, we've said for a long time, that's the funniest part of that show, if you've ever watched it, is him talking about, secrets, all these secret facts and secret information, and he goes, you can go online, it's all there. Well, then how is it a secret? He's got reams of things that he very clearly just printed up off of Wikipedia or whatever, and somehow that's evidence of some deep state situation.
Yeah, it's a secret, but then in the next breath he goes, but everybody knows this.
Everybody,
Right.
it's all out there in the open. Well, then where's the secret part come in? I'd love some actual secrets. That'd be great.
You want a secret?
Yeah.
Sometimes I put my socks on my hands.
Is that a foot thing?
Yeah. Feels good, and I pretend my fingers are toes.
I thought do you do Muppet bits with this, or is it like a...
No, I just like the
No?
way it feels.
You
And
like the socks on your
I
hands.
put my hands in my shoes, and I act like I have 4 feet.
Oh.
Makes me feel like a cheetah.
Double your money.
Yeah.
Or a horse.
Or a horse. All right. Well, that
Or a
is it. Now
donkey.
that's a secret.
See, you wanted
Then
to
That's
come
see
what
get this
I'd
ass
like
milk.
to hear. That's right. Now, are you selling any foot picks along those lines?
No, this is just for me.
Just for you. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pick up your kicks wherever you can, right?
Literally.
That is a secret, boy. That's one that I did not see that one coming.
You didn't know that about me?
Did you have fun in Chicago? What did you do? You were there for
Yeah.
24 hours?
I was there for
What did they do before you
24
got
hours.
there?
So they got in Friday, and they checked in the hotel, and then they did Millennium Park and saw the Bean, and because it was right there, and then they had pizza at Pisano's, which was downtown. I don't
Okay.
know if you are. I know how you feel about Illuminati pizza.
No.
but-
I'm not a purist. I just know what I like, and yeah.
Well, he got a deep dish. He got like regular pizza, and then so Thursday was kind of chill because they drove in, and then Friday they went to that Maggie Daly Park, which is
the weather was good, I assume.
great the
Yeah.
whole weekend. He said it was like upper 70s, low 80s, so it was hot, but it wasn't unbearable. They
Breeze
went-
off the lake.
Right. They went to that Maggie Daly Park, and they had like he said a big giant playground and a rock climbing wall, and what is essentially like a skate park for skateboards, but for scooters that you can rent, and all this stuff is free and like less than a block from the hotel. So they did that during the day, went back, had lunch, took a nap at the hotel, and then went and did Navy Pier. Went on the Ferris wheel. He said he wanted to do some like Magnificent Mile like shopping, but all she wanted was toys. I'm like, yeah, she's 6. Like that, she's not interested in going into the.
Honey, you don't want to go to Bloomingdale's?
Right. I was like, what did you expect? He's like, well, there was a van
It's
store.
Nike Town, honey.
He wanted to go to the van store.
Yeah.
And because I guess it was huge and he was all excited about it, but he's like, she just wants stupid toys. I'm like, yeah, that's her whole life is stuffies and
It's
toys. Right.
Yeah.
So that's what they did Thursday and Friday. And then I came in Saturday morning. And we went to breakfast. There's this like supposedly very famous, awesome place called Wildberry Pancakes, and
It's right across from the hotel where they were.
yeah, right by where we were. And they were on like an hour and a half wait. And at
worth it.
9 in the morning, it was already like 85 degrees. And we're like, we're not waiting outside in this. So we went to this like,
Oh, you were with them by this
yeah,
point.
this is Saturday morning.
Should have waited for Wildberry.
Well, so they had it Friday morning. They had Wildberry Friday. So I was like, we don't have to go to the same place. And Brian was like, it's very good. Like, but we weren't going to wait an hour and a half. So we went to this place next door, Rosebud, which I think might be a hotel. But it like we walked in and it's like everything's white tablecloths and there's like ties on the waiters. Like, oh boy,
They don't sell toys here, do they?
this is gonna run us. But there was no wait, so it was like these are the 2 closest places. We got to be at the Aquarium by noon, you know. So we had a very expensive brunch, but it was delicious.
Yeah,
I
of
had
course.
a steak and eggs because I'm like, screw it. If we're gonna be at a white tablecloth place, I'm doing it. I'm gonna get the actual. It was probably one of the best steaks I've had in a while.
You know, with these white tablecloths, monsieur, I'd like my eggs as runny as possible, please. So we can.
I'm over medium, but
Whoops! I knocked this all over this white tablecloth.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no! I'll blame the 6-year-old.
But we did. So she wanted pancakes, and she said, "Can I have chocolate chip pancakes?" And I asked him, like, "Can you put like chocolate chips in her pancakes?" And the lady was like, it seemed like she had never heard of chocolate chip pancakes before.
We don't do that here.
Right? And they were like $22 pancakes.
Perhaps you'd prefer a Denny's, ma'am.
Dude, for real though, like that was definitely the vibe. Brian asked for an iced coffee, and not anything fancy. He's like, I just want like a black coffee over ice. That's all that I want. And she
Yep.
was like, we can do like a cappuccino or an espresso.
I mean, I can
And-
pour our locally sourced, mountain-grown coffee
Right.
over ice, sir. Yeah, that's no fun though
Would
either.
you like to drink it out of a toilet?
Yeah,
Would you-
like
yeah.
if I'm gonna pay out the ass for this food, don't make me feel bad about
That
it.
literally reminds me when I was in Chicago, the one and only time, for whatever reason, everything was closed, like downtown. It was very weird. It seemed like a lot of places were seasonal, or they make enough money during the summer where they can close during the fall or winter, because we went in December. And we stopped at this like local pizza place. And my friend was hungover, so he was like, "Can I get a glass of milk?" And the waiter looked at him. The waiter looked at him, and he was like,
Is it
"Milk?"
ass milk?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Milk?" And he's like, "Yeah, just plain white milk is fine." And the guy was like, "I don't even like." He went back and got it for him, but he's like, "I don't even know how to charge that as like a beverage." He was like, "I don't even. No one asked for milk."
This is
like,
for cooking.
This is
this is
double.
Chicago.
I'll charge it for double water. Yeah, but how many people walk in and go, "Can I get a milk?" at a pizza joint. They're like,
Right.
I got a cooler full of Cokes. What do you want?
We had a lot of places
Milk.
where we wanted to visit. Like
It's like Ron Burgundy in the phone booth over here.
we were prepared to like spend money at a restaurant, and the only place we could find, it was the strangest thing. The only place we could find was a pizza place downtown. I was like, wow.
Sir, I would like a milk, and you can feel free to charge me triple for
Thank
it.
you.
How about that? And was the milk good? Was it
Refreshing.
Northern Illinois locally sourced milk?
He had a milk mustache from it, so I'm assuming it was good.
Yeah. Are you sure that's what it was from? It's a long weekend.
Oh, well, he's
Not
in a
sure.
relationship, so yeah, I'm sure.
Nevertheless. But everybody had fun.
Yeah, then we went to the aquarium after that.
You
So-
went up in the Ferris wheel?
No, they did that Friday night. And so Saturday we spent pretty much the entire day. We spent like 5 hours at that aquarium.
You didn't go to the Lincoln Park Zoo? It's
No,
free.
it was hot, dude. It was like 93 degrees out with 100% humidity. It was nasty outside. So we took the L to the aquarium.
There's toys at the aquarium.
There are lots of toys at the aquarium. So she had a really good time, but she brought her own money to buy a stuffy at the aquarium. But she doesn't really understand how money works yet. So we're trying to explain change to her because she kept asking us, if I buy this, will they give me money? So because she'll hand them a $5 for like a cake pop at Starbucks, and she gets $2 back. So she's like, they gave me 2 bills. They gave me more money than I gave them.
Right.
So
She's
I'm
counting
gonna keep,
the units of, yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, I'm going to keep buying things so people keep giving me
Need
money.
more money.
Right.
And we're like, no, they're just giving you your own money.
Your own money back.
Right. So we're trying to explain
Honey,
that to
you
her.
have to vote for change, all right?
So, good one.
Thank you very much.
We get to the aquarium, we do the dolphin show. We did everything the aquarium had to offer. And then
The dolphin show's impressive, but it's surprisingly short.
it's like 8 minutes.
You wait there for an hour, and then they go, here's the dolphins, and then they're all done.
Yeah.
Dolphins don't want to work anymore.
No,
either.
they don't want
Nobody
anybody to
does.
work. Smart mammals.
But she wanted this. She was very torn between a pink sea turtle and a seahorse. She's been on a seahorse kick lately. So she got the seahorse, and she pulled a single dollar out of her purse and handed it to the lady. And she's like, "Okay, I need 26 more of these." And she looked at us like, guys, and we're like, "Pull out more money. Like you have
Do
to."
you have
give her
26 more of these?
Well, so she gave her a 10, and we're like, all right, we'll cover the rest. You spend 10 of your own dollars, we'll pay for the other 17. But then we walk away, she goes, she didn't give me any money. And we're like, yeah, you didn't even pay for all of it. Like,
Yeah.
It's just weird trying to explain change because she just really was having a very hard time wrapping her mind around the fact that they were giving her own money back. And I was like, me and Brian are looking at each other like, we don't know how else to explain this. That, like, it was too much, so you get back
This
what
costs
you are
this many.
owed. Right.
You have this many.
Right.
Right. Welcome to late stage capitalism, honey.
Right. But then, yeah, so we were at the aquarium from like 12 to like 5:30.
Oh, God.
Dude, it was a lot. We
That's
stopped
too
and
long.
it was too long.
Too long.
Everyone was done. We were all
Yeah,
getting hangry.
that's way too long.
And so we did that. We went back to the hotel after that, and then they were
Because
doing...
it's full of people. So you're like
Dude.
standing behind, you're like 6 people deep just to see some dumb thing behind the glass.
And here's what it is, coming at it from experiencing things from a parental state for the first time. As every other time I've done these, I've either been on edibles or been drunk or other things like that. I was getting so aggravated at the grown adults in the very front of these cases where I'm like, yo, you're 40. Can you let the 6-year-old in front of you? Like,
Yeah.
they got their faces pressed up against the... Look at
Yeah.
the... I'm like, yeah, these children would also like to see it.
Did she touch
you
a
know?
stingray? She do that whole thing?
No. So the last time she touched a stingray, she had an allergic reaction. And
This
they,
poor kid.
I
Jesus
know.
Christ. She's stepping on hot coals.
Dude.
She can't touch the fish.
She
Wow.
thinks they think she might be allergic to shrimp because stingrays eat shrimp. So they were like, that could be it. So she didn't touch the stingrays, but she did touch the starfish. They had a starfish touching pool.
Yeah.
But after that, they were
Did you get
doing.
your starfish touched?
I did get. You don't even know.
I was going to let that one pass,
Listen.
but I knew that if it was left on the ground,
I mean-
someone would pick it up.
We splurged for the hotel room that had the bedroom, the living room, and a bathroom.
Yeah,
So yes,
that's
I got
right.
my starfish.
Oh, yeah. God.
But
My boyfriend does not have a seafood allergy.
they were doing this really cool thing. There's like chicagoparent.com or something where they're doing movies in the park on like big, giant inflatable screens. So we went to a park in Lincoln Square. Yeah, does that sound right?
That is a place.
Yeah, there was like a park there that they put Moana on. So we like had our outdoor blanket and we're having snacks and we watched Moana outside and then we went to a little ice cream place and then went home.
Got a lot done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 3 days of nonstop, but
Yeah.
it was fun. And then we drove home yesterday and
Beauty of that is at the end of the day, the kid just passes out.
oh, done.
Yeah.
Put her took a shower, put her in the bed, and she didn't even pick up her tablet. She was out within 30 seconds of being in the bed.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
That's the
it was
best.
really great. And she did awesome in the car ride. Like she had her tablet, but still like 5 hours, didn't question, no complaining, no nothing. Like she was great in the car. We stopped halfway and had breakfast.
Halfway through, she's like, so why did they not give me any papers back with presidents
You're
on them?
pondering it.
Confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it was cool. It was great. And I asked her, I was like, what do you think about city? Because she's been to beach vacations and things like that. I said, what do you think about city vacations? And she's like, I loved it. I want to come back to Chicago every year. And I was like, okay, I like big cities, so let's do it. But
I was talking to a friend about taking his daughters to the beach. He and his wife taking the daughters to the beach because he was asking me how Jersey was, and I said, oh, Nora was like love and life because she loves the beach. And his daughters hate the beach. Mm-hmm. And I was like, God, that would suck if you had kids and you wanted to go to the beach, but they hate the beach.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised at how many people kids and adults, I don't like sand.
that's Bill.
Are you?
Sucks.
I don't like sand.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
like sand.
He says it gets everywhere. And
What
it's
am I?
itchy
That's
and-
what everybody
annoying.
says, but
But
that's
also,
like
You're going to the beach.
it's
That's-
baked into the cake. Well,
Yeah.
no, if that's the thing, like one of my best friends lives in.
I'd rather go to a pool.
Yeah, years ago, when Gwen and I went out to see one of my buddies, they live in L.A. and we went over the 4th of July, and we were all like, "Let's go out to Santa Monica Pier," blah blah blah. And he's like, "I don't want to go out there," and his wife's all in, right? And he's out there like Brando in the Island of Dr. Moreau. He's got the floppy hat and he's got the thing, and he's under. He goes, "I hate the beach." I go, "You live in L.A. What do you mean I hate the beach?" He goes, "I don't ever go to the beach." He was whining about it. I'm like, "Bro, come on, it's
I'm
fun."
not that, if that's what everybody's doing, I'm not gonna
Yeah, I'll
throw
be a
a
sport.
fit. But it's just
You're not gonna
it's not
choose
my
it.
favorite thing, and also I don't want to be there. Like when Mary goes to the beach, she's there
All
for
day.
the entire day.
I'm there from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I don't
2
leave.
hours is more than enough time for me. Maybe 3 if it's but I don't want to be there all day.
Yeah.
I hate sitting on the beach. It's so boring.
Well, that's my relaxation. Sitting and feeling my body warm. You listen to just like the ambient noise of people around you.
See,
around you
I
in the
can
water.
deal with it if I have like a little radio or boombox sitting
Yeah,
next
play
to
some
me.
music.
But
I can
not-
deal with anything if I'm drunk. So that's what I'll do.
Just get hammered.
I'm not hammered. Just get a little buzz going. A little beach buzz.
Yeah, it was a really good.
You don't
weekend.
always have to get hammered to enjoy being drunk, Mary.
That's also true. I don't know that. I don't know that as the truth.
A little goes a long way.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a break. I will have... Oh, Trivium is coming to town. Dig those guys. They're on the Dead Man and Dragons tour. Whatever the hell that means. October 22, they're going to play the House of